3 games played since you were last here. We have picked up some wins and we are making progress in the Premier League. Very nice to see us getting some good results in there. We picked up after you left us with a 2-1 win away at Nottingham Forest. Yohan Bonney getting his second Premier League goal of the season and Adil Ashish getting his first Premier League goal of the season. We did drop Jack Clarke and Patrick Roberts to the bench for this game. We then followed it up with a Carabao Cup second round win against Everton at home. Yohan Bonney again grabbing us a late winner after Tim had given us the lead. Bournemouth came to the Stadium of Light just after that. Another 2-1 home win with Bonney yet again getting on the score sheet and Abdullah Bar netting his first Premier League goal for the club. After the international break though, we were brought back down to reality, going to Norwich, one of the other promoted teams from the Championship last year, and we did lose out 1-0 in that game. All in all, that leaves us 11th in the Premier League table. Good position to be in at this stage, I think. Getting a couple of early wins on the board will hopefully give the team a bit of confidence going into the future fixtures, and we do have the 2 big games today against Liverpool and Newcastle. Just before we kick off in them, there was a late bit of transfer business that we did pick up. Justin Janacek, a centre-back from Bayern Munich, 20 years old, lots of potential. He's come in just to give us a little bit of extra cover. Again, can play in a few positions, so good bit of versatility. Hasn't made an appearance in the Premier League yet, but did start that Carabao Cup win, played very well, and he will be getting another game in the Carabao Cup against Burnley, which is sandwiched in between the 2 games today. Very happy with what we've been doing so far. For today's game against Liverpool, we are going with quite a familiar team. Dennis Simon, he continues in goal. Anthony Patterson has returned to fitness. He takes his place on the bench. Pembele, Sealed, Ballard and Zacharias make up the defence. Sealed has overtaken Pepetti in the pecking order for centre-backs. Performed quite well during the start of the season, and I'm confident he can go on to be a good, solid Premier League player moving forward. Ekwet, Neil and Barr are the midfield 3. Clarke and Bennett on the wings with Bonney up front. Obviously it's going to be a hard game. We have slightly changed the formation from the one we were using last year as well, and that has been relatively successful for us in the season. Adrago does take his place on the bench. First time you'll see him on camera. He did make his debut in the last game against Norwich. Scored a goal which was unfortunately disallowed. He did look quite lively, but as he's just returning to fitness, he is on the bench again today. Excited to see what this team can do. It is looking like a full strength team almost. Joe Bellingham, he is returning to fitness in the next couple of weeks, so I expect to see him in the squad very soon. Excited to see what we can do. Obviously a tough game, but hopefully we can come out and give a good performance in front of the Stadium of Light crowd. Just over 20 minutes gone in the match, have got the first highlight. Liverpool on the ball, play down the right hand side to Salah. He's looking to cut inside onto his left foot. Alexander-Arnold, now Endo, plays it forward to Jota, and Jota manages to get his first goal of the season. Although there hadn't been any highlights, it appeared that we were having some of the better chances in the game, but Liverpool showing the quality that they do have. Simple ball through our defence. Diogo Jota picks it up and applies a good finish into the bottom corner. We are instantly looking to reply though. Neil plays it to Bonney, and now Ekwet plays it back to Sealed. Pembele on this right hand side. He loses possession, and Victor Osimhen, he drives forward, tries to curl one into the bottom corner, but fortunately doesn't put enough whip on it. It remains 1-0 to Liverpool. But yet again, instantly it seems an attack starts again. Liverpool playing the ball forward. Dominic Szoboszlai, he's now looking to drive forward out to Jota on this left hand side. Pembele wins the ball, and are we looking to break forward ourselves? Ekwet plays it into Clarke. Clarke tries to get it past Alexander-Arnold, not able to. Curtis Jones now breaking forward. He gets it into Osimhen. He's going to look to get it into the box. It's a bit too deep. Liverpool managed to keep it alive, getting it into the box. We get it out again though, but relentless assault from Liverpool. They are back on the attack again. Alexander-Arnold, ball over the top to Salah, and he applies the finish into the top corner. Maybe going to be disallowed though. Potential for the flag to be up at this stage. We are going to a VAR review, and the goal is disallowed. Remains 1-0 to Liverpool. Bit of a lucky let off there. Liverpool were keeping up the pressure for quite a while. Good defensive line though, and Salah, even though it was a good finish, doesn't count. Remains 1-0. Liverpool again, free kick, edge of the area. Shabalazai just puts it over the goal. Coming up to half time, we are having a lot of shots. They are from distance. Are we going to get a goal from this corner though? Dan Neil whipping it in. That's look to go to the near post. No one able to get the head to it. Jack Clark now, edge of the box. He goes for the effort, and that is just wide. Half time seems to have been a semi-decent performance from us. Quite even in the possession. We are completing a lot of our passes, having a decent amount of shots and applying pressure with corners. Unfortunately, just haven't got that goal, which Liverpool have. We probably have been the better team by all accounts. We just need to see something a little bit better. Bar isn't having his greatest game, so Drago is going to come on at half time. See if he can add a little bit extra in that midfield, some more quality through to the final third. He is on the ball straight away, plays it forward to Clark. Clark now back to Zacharias and forward to Ekwa. He plays it to Neil, out to Pembele. He's looking to drive into the box. He has a shot, and that's just tipped over by Alisson. We are going to keep the pressure on with the corner. Dan Neil looking to get the ball into the box. Doesn't beat the first man. Clark picks it up, plays it back to Neil. Clark it again. He has a shot from the edge of the box that hits the crossbar and goes over. Liverpool now with the corner. They float the ball in, headed off the crossbar by Canate, and we get it out. A little let off there. Like we say, Liverpool are always threatening as they are winning 1-0. We do need to come up with a goal soon, you would think. Liverpool though keeping the ball. Robertson now driving forward. Is he going to get in a little bit? He does. He has a shot that goes over the bar. Few players not playing well, so we are going to look to make some changes. Now, Patrick Roberts will be coming on for Bennett. And looking elsewhere, Johan Bonny, he's not having his most effective game, and neither is Zacharias. Just for now, we'll bring on Luke Thomas. I'll keep Bonny on just for a little bit. He has been able to come up with moments for us over the course of this season, so we can hope that he will do so again. Looking likely that it's going to be Clark and Bonny to come off now, though. We are just going to pause the game there. Ashish, he can come on for Clark, and Alarcon, he can come on for Bonny. We are going to go attacking, obviously playing against Liverpool. We will be leaving ourselves open to the counter-attack, but we are looking to get points in every game this season, even if it is against the teams which should be beating us. We just need to show a little bit of creativity. Someone needs to come up with a magic little ball somewhere. Could it be a Drago or Ashish? Ashish now. That's a good switch to Pembele. He manages to get the ball into the box. Alarcon, he gets his first Sunderland goal. Good run to the near post and manages to finish and put a pass Becker. That is 1-1. Good play. The subs that have come on involved there. Pembele, obviously he's been on since the start, but Alarcon, Drago, Ashish, all players that have come on and made an impact. Great to see that. Is it all going to be for nothing though? Because Liverpool have a corner straight away. Canate just heads the ball over though. This could be another great point for us against one of the teams who would be expected to be challenging for the title, you would think. Coming to the end of stoppage time now, and that is a fantastic result for us at home. Coming back from 1-0 down. Obviously, looking over the course of the game, like we were saying at half time, it did seem to be a very even game. We slightly edged the shots. Maybe a lot of them were from outside the box. Probably deserved a draw at least over the course of that game. Great to see. We are going to do the Burnley game off camera, and we're going to come back for that big game at St James's Park, and hopefully we can keep the good times rolling and get a nice good result, and also break some Newcastle hearts along the way. I'll see you in a moment. We did pick up a nice 3-0 win against Burnley in that game. Udrago, Tracham and Alarcon with the goals there, and we have been drawn against Aston Villa at home in the next round. Hopefully could be a decent little cup run that we are going on. Newcastle have been knocked out. As far as I'm aware, they are the only big team that have been knocked out so far. Chelsea, Man City, so we are getting another one which will be knocked out of the two of them. There's no Manchester United, which I can see here either. So potential to get quite far in this tournament, should we progress past Aston Villa, will be a tough game in itself. Obviously Aston Villa are a very good team, but you never know, the magic of the cup could come alive and we could find ourselves maybe going for a little trip to Wembley midway through March. But before that, there is a lot of football to be played, a lot of competitions to be played. One of them's the Premier League, and we do have a huge game today away at St James's Park. This is one of the bigger games for us. I think the only bigger game would probably be the one at the Stadium of Light against Newcastle, where we can obviously get more Sunderland fans backing us. This, though, is a fantastic game for us. We are looking forward to taking on our local rivals, and the team we've got going out today: Simon in net, Pembele, Pepetti, Ballard and Zacharias are the defenders. Equinil and Udrago, he's making his first Premier League start today. Clark and Bennett occupy the wings. I was going to be putting Patrick Roberts in today, but unfortunately he picked up a bruised ankle in the last game. Don't quite want to risk him, so Bennett does keep his place in the squad, and Bonnie starts up front despite Alarcon scoring in the past two games. Hopefully we're going to go out, we are going to put on a show for the travelling fans and the neutrals who will be watching this game and hoping for an upset. Come on Sunderland, we can do it. And Sunderland do have the ball breaking down the right hand side. Bennett tried to whip it in, unfortunately wasn't able to get it past the defenders, and now Newcastle looking to break out themselves. Neil bins the ball off to Tonali. Clark now breaking forward into Dan Neil. He has the effort. Dan Neil manages to score against Newcastle at St James's Park. We're going to hope this isn't chalked off. And Dan Neil, what a goal. Oh no. Oh, poor Dan. Oh, this was so unlucky for him. That's a very, very tight offside. I think Newcastle have gotten away with one there. We are looking to get over that quite soon though. Corner into the box, Newcastle able to deal with it and get it out. And now what can they do? Joe Linton plays the ball forward. Bennett though wins it back. Pierre we're running forward. Udrago, he plays it into Clark. He has the shot. Tipped it over the bar by Pope. Dan Neil whipping the corner in yet again. It goes to that near post. No one seems to be challenging for it low. We are at the edge of the box now. Pierre into Udrago. He spins his man. Shot from the edge of the box over the bar. There's lots of early attacking intent in this game, it seems, especially from Sunderland. Pepetti now up to Pembele. Now he plays it to Ekwe. Udrago, he's looking to play it forward into Bonnie. Bonnie gets it through. He does get it into the back of the net. We have had one disallowed already. I don't want to get too excited. And yes, it's another one which has been disallowed for us. Again, we are going to have a look. It looks a bit more clear cut than the last one, but still very close. Newcastle do look to be under a lot of pressure today, but there's only one statistic that matters. It is still 0-0, and we need to be putting one of these efforts away legitimately, or Newcastle could come back to haunt us. Bennett now plays it inside. Udrago, he's looking to break forward, going to the right, puts it inside. Jewison Bennett, is this one going to stand? It looks like it is. Jewison Bennett gets his first Premier League goal, and it is a goal against Newcastle. Great play from Sunderland. Ouedraogo does fantastically to hold the ball up. Great run and pass into the box, and there's Bennett with the finish. He looks to be a fantastic sign at Ouedraogo so far. In the game against Burnley, he was very active. We took him off at half time to save him for this game, and I'm glad we did. He's playing brilliantly. Ekwa now, back to Papetti. Zacharias, he gets it forward to Dan Ballard. He plays it to Ouedraogo, we've just been talking about him. He gets the save out of Nick Pope. And we are keeping up the pressure yet again. Dan Neil, he's going to get the ball into the box. Are we going to challenge this time? Dan Ballard not quite able to get it. Bennett running back into the box. We do keep the pressure on with another corner. Zacharias, he's going to be whipping it into the box. No one again challenging, it seems, and Pope able to gather the ball at the second attempt. Simon rolled it out to Ballard, Zacharias up to Clark, but now Newcastle intercepted the ball into Bonnie Quartes, up to Botman, back to Bruno Guimaraes, into Facundo Torres. He plays it forward to Isaac, and Isaac does manage to get the goal. Looked very similar to a couple of the disallowed goals we have scored. No check from the linesman at all, and Isaac probably was onside. He puts the finish into the back of the net. I think that's the first chance Newcastle have had in the game, and they have hit the back of the net. I tell you what, if that was us, that would have been disallowed. I feel quite cheated with the decisions that have been made in this game, but we've got to live with them. We've definitely been by far the better team. We just need to keep doing what we have been doing. If we can keep on applying this amount of pressure, surely it will tell, and we will be able to get that second goal. Nothing forthcoming so far in the second half, and Newcastle with the first attack of the game. Looked like it could have been a dubious handball maybe. Newcastle keeping the pressure up. Back to Joe Linton from Trippier, switching the play into Jeremy Pino. He gets the ball into the box and Isaac heads it into the net. We are going to be having a VAR check, but if our luck's anything to go by, this one will be allowed. And of course this one is allowed. Newcastle 2-1 up. And I can't help but feel like we've been a bit cheated in this game with the decisions that have gone against us. That one probably the most legitimate goal out of all of them. We're going to make some changes now. Jack Clark, yet again, not having his best game. Neither is Bonnie. We are going to bring on Abdullah Bar and Alacon. He can come on up front. Dan Neil still not having his best game. Pembele, he's also having a poor game. Going to bring on Sale at wing back and leave it like that for now. We just want to see if we can do a little bit better. But yeah, like we're saying, it has been a controversial game to say the least. Newcastle not with as many chances as us. We've needed to be more clinical with some of the chances that we have had by the looks of things. In Newcastle again, looking to break. Isaac looking to get his hat-trick. Not able to at this stage. It remains 2-1, and we are going to take this opportunity to make our final couple of changes in the game. Tim is going to come on, and I'm going to bring on Chris Rigg. Again, mainly just looking for that magic moment. Chris Rigg, if he can get his first Premier League goal against Newcastle, what a moment that could be. We have gone to attacking as well. Just in this last 10 minutes, we need something to happen. Could this be the moment? Papetti now plays it forward to Dan Neil, and he gets it out of Sealed. Chris Rigg is ahead of him. Here is Chris Rigg. He plays the ball into the box. Alacon gets the effort off, but Nick Pope manages to make the save. Zacharias, he's going to get the ball into the box. Ballard, he manages to head it this time. He gets up above the Newcastle defenders and he heads it into the back of the net. That is Dan Ballard's first Premier League goal of the season. What a moment to get it. 86th minute at St James's Park. It puts us back 2-2. still time for either team to get the win. You would have to say, though, we deserve to get the winner if there is a team to get it. Looking like we are going to get one last highlight. Papetti now plays the ball forward to Chris Rigg. Ekwin out in the midfield. Alarcon loses it, and Newcastle looking to break forward. Almiron now. He gets it into the box, and it's an own goal. It's an own goal by Papetti. That is heartbreaking. That we don't deserve that at all. Much the better team throughout the game, and just to lose it in that manner as well, I feel really bad for Papetti. I'm not going to lie to you. What a horrible moment that must have been for the kid. Obviously didn't want it to happen that way. Didn't want it to happen in any way. That is the heartbreaking way to lose that game. We played absolutely fantastically as well. Yeah, again against Newcastle, we've played absolutely brilliantly. We've so much better than them during the game, and somehow they've managed to get away with it. Like, Football Manager does this from time to time, where you're just so much better than the other team, but they end up coming out on top. Like we say, Papetti, what a heartbreaking moment for him in the last moments there. Didn't deserve that at all. We're gonna have to regroup after that disappointment. We are up against Wolves next. Wolves are rock bottom of the Premier League, only one draw all season long. Hopefully we can go there and take out some of the anger which we will be feeling, and some of the heartache which will be in there, because that was a devastating blow in the last minute. So for the next games, I think we're going to get through the month of October, and then we're going to come back for the Claret and Blue doubleheader. Aston Villa away, West Ham at home. Hopefully by that point we'll have gotten over the result today, and the hearts will be healed. I certainly hope mine will be, because like we were saying, that was just absolutely devastating. If you do enjoy some of the misery that you have seen today, please drop a like on the episode. Subscribe to the channel for Football Manager content on a regular basis. Comment down below, let us know how the season's going and what you think. Were we unlucky in that Newcastle game with some of the decisions that we got against us? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.